Hi, I'm Diane Huey. My business is Huey Health, and my passion is helping people live the fullest life possible through good health. I do acupuncture and lifestyle medicine. And as you probably know, one of the best medicines is food. And we have many opportunities throughout the day to treat ourselves well and improve our health through what we eat. So what I want to do today is show you some quick and easy ways to make some really delicious food that you and your family and friends will love. Today we're going to make something a little special, a fish dish. And I'm going to show you how you can make something that is really pretty much of a gourmet treat, but very quickly and easily. So I'm really into the great things that are available these days at just the regular grocery store. So this is a package of Pacific cod. It's the brand is called Waterfront Bistro, and I happen to get this one at Safeway. These are natural wild Alaskan cod. I think that's incredible that you can just pick that up in the grocery. And they come frozen, and they're individually vacuum packed, so you can just cut this open and take out your fillet, and it's ready to go, and you don't have to thaw it. And I know a lot of people don't like the idea of frozen fish, but it's actually just as good as fresh if you cook it properly. So I'm going to follow the directions here on the bag, which says if I'm baking it, it's going to be 425 for 20 to 30 minutes. So let's imagine I just got home from work. The first thing I do is I run in, put the oven on 450, and while the oven's heating up, I'm going to do a little prep with my fish. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a square of plain old aluminum foil and give it a nice coating of cooking spray. Now if you were having this for a fancy dinner party, one of the things you could do to impress your guest is to get parchment paper, which is available in the same area as you get foil. And that way you wrap it up in the parchment and you serve it in the parchment, and the guests would open up each package themselves. But tonight we're just going down and dirty, so we're going to use foil. And first thing I'm going to do is put a little garlic on, because garlic makes everything taste better. And fresh is great, but what I'm using is crushed garlic. You can get this just about anywhere. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of that on and smear it around a little bit. And since this weekend our Ravens are going to be playing at the Super Bowl, I'm going to make this in honor of the Ravens. We're going to use purple onion and gold pineapple. Purple onions are great. They're a lot milder than most onions, so you don't have to worry about them not cooking enough. I'm going to cut really nice thin crosswise slices, a couple of those, and cut them across. Make sure you've got the outer peel off, of course. And I'm going to separate the slices so you have this nice little filigree. So I'll put a few onions on. Then I'm going to take some of the canned pineapple and spoon that on top. Now you could do this with many kinds of toppings. I like to have a fruit and some kind of piquant flavor, such as an onion. But you could use papaya, you could use mangoes, you could use oranges, all kinds of things. So this is a nice thing you can play with. Okay, got the pineapple on. I'm going to finish with the onions. And then I'm going to add some herbs. So cilantro is a nice little surprise, and some dishes really pile on the cilantro, but for something like this, I like to use this as a secondary flavor that brings out other tastes. So when you're using dried herbs, it's good to roll them between your hands to get the flavor. And my main herb is going to be basil. And this is a great one if you're not familiar with using herbs and spices. You can't go wrong. You can't use too much. It's very mild and sweet. So I'm going to put a lot of that on. Okay. If you had white wine, you could sprinkle a little white wine on. But otherwise, this is ready to go into the oven. So come over and give a close-up of how it looks right now. Okay. Pretty nice. So I'm just going to fold this over, give it a little crimp in the top, fold up the sides, and that is ready to go into the oven for 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. That smells very good. So here it is. Still got some of your purple and gold. You have a nice sauce there. And I'm going to take a little, since I have a nice fresh basil plant, I'm going to take a little fresh basil and use that for a garnish. You might also put some lemon wedges with it. But this is ready to go and impress your guest. So happy Super Bowl. And I'm Diane Huey, Huey Health.